Hello, everyone. So we will go ahead and get started because I can see there's actually a few of you who have already joined the webinar. So thank you so much for being here with us today. I'm going to say this morning because it is about 8 a.m. where I am here in New Zealand, but wherever you are, good afternoon, good evening, and good morning. So my name is Celise and I am a customer success manager here with Lumin. And today I'm so excited to be presenting to you my very first live with Lumin demo. So in today's demo, we're going to go over some of our great features, as well as some of our new features that we just recently released. So today's demo is going to be about our Google Drive AutoSync, annotating and collaborating, editing and creating fillable forms, as well as some additional tools that really just kind of help you tidy up those documents, make them nice and neat and ready to go. Now, we will have time at the end of our session for some Q&A, so feel free to pop in your questions into that Q&A box as they come to you. So don't feel like you have to wait till the very end, but I will, of course, get to those questions at the end when we have a little bit of time left. Okay, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Now, the way that many of you will be interacting with Lumin is through Google Drive. And that's the first thing that I want to demonstrate is how to use the Google AutoSync to make your edits in Lumin and then have them automatically save back to your Drive without any additional steps. So as you can see here, I am inside my Google Drive, and I'm going to go ahead and open up my purchase order document. Now, this particular document can be accessed a couple different ways. So I can right-click on it, and I can select Open With. Now, you can see here that Lumin is one of the options that will pop up for you to go ahead and open this document. But if you already have Lumin installed, you can just double-click on it, which is what I'm going to do, and it's going to pull me right up to the Lumin site. So let's just give it a minute or two. Okay, here we go. Right, there we are. So as you can see with my document here, there's just some items that I need to fill out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just come down here. I'm going to go ahead and type in my name, and my company's already there. So I will just type in the address here, and we'll say New Zealand. There we go. So I've went ahead and I've made those edits into my document. Now what I'm going to do is up here where it says AutoSync, I'm going to go ahead and click this little toggle button. And now if we look over here, I know that was a bit fast. So if we look over here, it now tells us that the status of this document is saved. And prior to that, it told us that it was syncing. So that is an indication that the edits that I have made are going to pop right back into my document in Google Drive without me having to go through any other additional steps for that. So let's go ahead and test that theory. So I'm going to close this document. And the quickest way for us to take a look is to right-click back into our Drive and go ahead and hit Preview. And there we go. There's my edit. So I put in my name, I put in my country that I'm currently in, and those have saved for us. So that's how easy it is to use Google AutoSync. So I'm going to go ahead and pop back into Lumin. I'm going to click this button here at the top to do that. And there's a couple things here that I also want to just have a quick look over when we're talking about AutoSync and various ways in which you can save your documentation. So we have this copy button up here as well. So in the event that, say, you uploaded this document directly from your desktop or laptop, and you realized, oh, I actually do need to be able to access this anywhere, and so I want to add it to my Google Drive, you can absolutely do that. So you can go ahead and click copy, and you'll have the option to upload it to your Google Drive or to say Dropbox if you're using Dropbox, as our product is integrated with Dropbox as well. So that's just another easy way for you to get a copy into your Google Drive, say if it's a document that you uploaded directly from your laptop or desktop. Now, I also am going to pop out into our landing page. So if I click our red L over on the left-hand corner, you can see here that you can tell which area of storage your document is in. So in Lumin, you can store your documents within our system as well. They are secure. Or you can choose to just pull them and store them directly into your Google Drive, and you can tell the difference at first glance right when you're looking at your document. So it just takes the guesswork out of it. All right, so let's get into some fun stuff. Let's do a little bit of editing and annotating and collaboration, actually. So that's going to be our next bit, is going to be some collaboration. Now, that is also another very common workflow that we see our customers using, and something I wanted to really demonstrate to you all today. So my colleague Civic has shared with me a document, and he's actually mentioned me in that document. So the great thing about getting a mention or getting a share is that it notifies you via your email that you've received that. So you don't have to guess, or you don't have to be in Lumin all day long to know that you have a notification. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Awesome. It looks like I have two because I did ask him to do it twice. So let's go ahead and click down here where it says view comment. And when I click on that, again, it's going to automatically take me directly to Lumin so that I can see exactly what my colleague is requiring of me on this awesome document. All right, here we go. Okay, so my colleague Civic has just highlighted. He's used the highlight function to make a comment. I will show you also how to do another type of function for that. But he's left me a note here that says, can you please check this? So I know exactly what my colleague is asking me for whenever they tag me in a comment, and we can actually do this in real time, which is great. All right, so what I'm going to go ahead and do here is I'm going to look this over. Yep, that looks good to me. But there's also some items in this document that need filling out as well. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in and do that also. So this is a great way or great opportunity to use our free text tool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just select my box here, and I'm going to enter my name. And again, I'm going to enter it over here, whoops, for my location. And like I said, I am located in New Zealand, but specifically I am in Christchurch, New Zealand. Please don't be thrown off by the accent. I am an American by birth, but I call New Zealand home. So that's where I am at. Fantastic. Now I'm going to move this over just a little bit, just so it's a little bit more even. I can also resize it if I would like, but that's looking pretty good so far. Now, there is some other areas on this document that, say, my supplier or another colleague will need to fill out. So in order to make that easy for them, I want to make this into now a fillable document. So currently it's not. So as we can see, these lines here, you can't edit them. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to go ahead and click on our form builder option. Now the form builder gives you the text checkbox or radial button, but we're going to use our text tool today. It's already selected, so it just pops it over for you. So I'm just going to pop that here, and then I will pop another one, say here, and I'm going to hit apply. Great. So now I have made those two sections fillable so that my colleague or maybe my customer supplier can go in and just add their information without having to do anything else. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So now I'm going to reply back to my colleague here, and I'm just going to say to him, hey, I'm going to tag him in this comment back. Hey, at Civic, everything. Whoops. Everything looks great. And I'm going to go ahead and hit reply. And then we can see here that that reply is just down here in the chain, and we know exactly what it is that we need to do next. Now, another way that you're able to comment on a document, so say I wanted to ensure that somebody initialed these pages, I could go right up here to our little comment box. I can select it, and I can just pop in my comment, say down here, and it did pop it up. There it is. And there we go. And I can make a whole new comment as well. So you do have both options. You can highlight the text, or you can just add a comment box, and then that thread of comment will just continue to run through the whole document. So I'm going to cancel this one. We're going to go back up to this original comment. And once my colleague Civic sees this, and look at that, He already responded. So real-time collaboration, it's fantastic. And it tells me here that he's actually in the document as well, which is great. So there we go, real-time collaboration. That is one of the great features that we have here at Lumin. And once Civic says, yep, that looks good, he can also go in and resolve this, or I could resolve this comment as well, and then it removes it from the document, but it does keep a record of it if we need to ever review it again. So those are just a few of the ways in which you can comment and collaborate. Now, another very common feature that we have for that our customers really request is that signature function. We all need to add signatures to something. And in this particular document, it looks like I need to add my initials as well. So if we click on our sign button here and we click on add signature, you can add your signature by drawing, uploading an image, or you can type it out in some really fancy font. So for today, I'm going to go ahead and draw my initials with my mouse. So let's see how this goes. Not too bad. I can also change the color if I need to, but I need to place my initials in multiple places because it looked like on each page I needed to initial. I can go ahead and click this little button here, click save, pop in my initials on page 1, page 2, and page 3. And I didn't have to get out of the signature function in order to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and hit escape, and that will release me from there. And then at the bottom here, it looks like I need to place my actual signature. So I'm going to go back into my sign function. I'm going to hit signature. And this time I'm just going to type my name in some really pretty font. That is me. Change it over, untick my box, click save. And there we go. There's my signature right there in the spot where I needed it. It's as easy as that. And it's one of our most popular functions. So really glad that I could showcase that for all of you today. And it looks like our document is good to go. So we've added our initials, our signature, we've replied to the comment, put in some fillable fields. Now we can go ahead and move on to our next item. So I'm going to pop back into our Lumin landing page. And I want to do just a quick tour of what you're going to see when you do pop into the landing page. So just starting from left to right, we're going to go over a few things. So in My Documents, this is where you can keep all of your private files. Now, all of these files that you add into My Documents are yours and for your eyes only, unless you choose to share them with somebody else. But otherwise, anything that you pop into My Documents is going to be private for you. You also have your shared documents as well. So if people have shared things with you, they will pop up in here. And we have our circle. So so let's talk a little bit about what it means to have a circle. So your circle is all of the individuals that you have attached to your account can see all of the documents that are located within your circle. It does remind you up here as well that everybody in your circle is able to view these documents. So this is a really great place to keep things like templates, or maybe some general HR rules, or even say a fire evacuation plan. So just those items that are really important for everybody to be able to see. Now, if you do need to add a bit more privacy to that and only have a select few people, you can split your circle into what I like to call mini circles or teams, so that it's for just a select group of people. Now, we won't go too much into circles now. You'll have to stay tuned for another webinar for that. But I did want to just touch on it so that you were aware that you could create little mini circles within your larger circle. Now, just coming over, you can see that we have some folders, a folder function that you can set up as well. And then over here on the right-hand side, we have our upload tool. So you can upload items from Google, Dropbox, or directly from your computer. We have our notifications. So this tells me here that, hey, I got a mention back in a comment. And this admin button is also a really important one. So let's just click on that briefly. This admin button gives you some great information such as your profile settings, your billing settings, but it also tells you how many documents you have left in your stack. So what do you call a pile of papers? You call it a stack. So here at Lumin, that's what we have. We use document stacks. Now, don't worry. You will never run out of stacks. You can add to them as and when you need them. But this just gives your administrator a really great indication of how much you're using and if they need to make provisions for adding an additional stack. Okay, let's get back into some more annotation. So the next thing that I want to show you all is a couple of our new features. So this is going to be redaction and editing PDF. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to upload a document from my computer. And you all can't see this, but my upload folder did pop up on my screen, and it will do the same thing for you. So please don't panic if you see that. Fantastic. So I got my employment offer here. So let's go ahead and open this up. All right, so a couple things that I just wanted to showcase here were our new tools. So our redaction tool is a great new feature that we just recently released. Now with our redaction tool, I think most of us should be familiar with what that is. In the event that we say need to share a document with a group of people, but there is information within that document that is confidential, you can now use our redaction tool to block out that information, but still be able to share that document. Now, if we click on our redaction tool, it highlights this little cross for us. We can select the area that we want to redact from this document. It gives us a little box down here. We click apply, and it also gives us a warning. Just know that all redactions are permanent and cannot be undone. And we hit apply. And there we go. We've now redacted this section of our document so that we can more freely share it with others. So that's one of our really great new features that I wanted to display for you folks as well. Now, our most highly anticipated feature that we were so excited to be able to release to you all is our edit PDF function. So say that you were in one of your documents and you notice a typo or a spelling error, or say you just need to update some information that is out of date. You can now do that and edit your PDF, your original PDF. So if I click on our edit PDF button here at the top, it just gives me a warning. Make sure you read that. Hit confirm. It's going to pop up some red boxes around my document here in just a moment, or some blue boxes, my apologies. There we go. So within my document, I can see position is spelled incorrectly. So I need to go in and edit that. So I'm just going to click on the section, hit edit text. And I'm going to fix that word. Click save. And there we go. It's now been corrected. Now I do have another error here. It looks like I've got two words that are stuck together. So I'm going to do the same thing. Click on it, hit the little pencil, put a space there, click save. Excellent. So it did do, there we go. So it did kind of mess with my formatting a little bit, but I was just able to adjust it very easily. And now that is done. Okay, so let's get out of that function. Let's go ahead and save. Excellent. So now we have a spell checked and correct use of grammar in our document. And we were able to do that directly from Lumin. There we go. Now so the last thing that I want to show you all today before we end are our page tools. So page tools are so useful when you're needing to collate documents, you're needing to maybe separate documents or do some other manipulation to the document itself. So if I just go over here to our page tools next to viewer, you can see that I have a few of our great options here. Now, the only one I'm going to display for you today, just for the interest of time, and I highly encourage you to go in and have a play with all of these, is our merge document, because it is one of our most popular. So to go ahead and merge a document, I'm going to upload just another file. You can do this from your drive or from your computer. So I'm going to do this from my computer. And it's asking me, do I want to add it before or after page 1? So I'm going to say I want to do this after and click merge, just telling me it can't be undone. That's fine. Just give it a moment here. Live webinars, y'all. It happens, right? That's all right. We will just give it a moment or two. Well, my apologies that my computer seems to be having an issue with this one, but that is perfectly fine. We will go ahead and close this one and we will do it again. Let me move that because I can't see from that top button. There we go. So I'm just going to move that out of the way here, and I am going to go back in. My apologies. My Zoom is covering up my thing in the background, so I can't see it. All right. Let's try that one more time. Let's go here, go back into our employment offer. I want to see if it actually did it. It didn't. Click on our page tools, go to merge, and let's try this one more time. So from my computer, I'm going to go ahead and upload this one after page 1 and click merge. There we go. It said it's too early in the morning in New Zealand. Okay, there we are. So now we have merged our document. Now from within here, there's a few other items that you can do. You can, of course, rotate your pages if you need to. You can delete them. You can also move the pages. Now, this is easy to do it in this very small document, but say I had a very large document, you can go in and you can actually just set this up to do that in a very large document as well, without having to actually view it from this perspective. Right. So that ends the demo part of our Live with Lumin session today. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who attended. And we can go ahead and do some quick Q&A here because I know everybody's time is precious and important. So I'm going to pop in and see what questions that we currently have. All right, so I've got a great question here. Are you able to hide comments once they've been resolved? We have a lot of people in our documents and it can get quite noisy. So you can resolve the comment. Once you have completed it, you can absolutely resolve it. And then that will remove it from the document. And it just keeps a history of it as well. So if you do need to go back and review that comment, you can. But yes, you can absolutely resolve it. And then it will disappear from the document itself. Just a question here from Tyler. Oh, he was just leaving. Yes, Tyler, the recording will be shared with you, so he might have already gone. But yes, the recording will be shared with all of you for attending, so don't you worry about that. If you've missed something, you can go back and rewatch it. Oh, great question, because I did forget to mention it. How many people can you have in your circle? Unlimited. You can have as many people in your circle as you need. So we believe that so having access to Lumin and to your circle is important for everybody in your organization. So we have opened it up so that everyone, you can have an unlimited amount of people within your circle. So really great question. All right. So if there are no other questions from anybody, I do want to again say thank you so much for joining us today. I do encourage you to go in, have a play with Lumin. We do offer a 7-day free trial for our Starter Pro and our business plans. So please go in, have a play, have a look around. There's some great features in there to see how we can help you, your business, or if you are a student, how we can help you get the grade. Otherwise, thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today, and we will hopefully see you later. Bye.